Would I want the model to lament it? Or would it, yeah, let's rebel? For all the good it did. Let's choose this.
Most fights ended with me knocking my opponent down with a kick instead of some fancy move.
Relatable. When I did Taekwondo as a kid, I was like 4 years old.
Right.
I was horrified when
Now how do I connect to Solus? Just
sparring?
sleep or
I've
relaxing?
seen big boys,
Maybe if I clear
girls.
my mind.
I've seen big boys and girls like fight. It was half contact. They had protective gear, gloves, helmets, but I was still horrified. Again, I was 4. One of my earliest memories, and I was put with someone my size, in my age, the kid who was also scared, and instead of doing kicks that we trained, I just started pummeling them with my fists into the chest guard, that very thick guard, and we were pulled together. This was my first sparring. I was horrified, but poor kid didn't have time to react. But the point was she ended it with a kick, but we were taught kicks, but I ended it all with a punch. So situation is similar. So yeah, relatable. This is what role-playing games are about. Relating to your character. Settling in. I know I made typos. It's a joke. Baldies, where's your gate?
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. Perhaps nothing escaped as you stopped me from... what was it? Covering the world with demons?
So let's remember that you accuse him of wanting to destroy the world. Okay, I love these things. Like, the game has a lot of variables. Most of them are hidden. This tells to your face, like, yeah, this choice, it mattered. It's a good thing because a lot of the times you don't know. Some people like that, like in BG3, a lot of the things you do later affect things the way you don't expect. But then again, there's Mass Effect 3, which a lot of the choices don't matter at all. And the ones that do are minimal. Perhaps nothing escaped as you stopped me from the world of demons. You know it did. Huh?
So you're gonna be insufferable about it. See, this is the reason nobody likes you.
I led a rebellion for centuries that culminated in the creation of the Veil and the destruction of the Elven Empire.
Okay, this is among the reasons nobody likes you.
My information was accurate. Now you realize that the danger is real.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
I punch up, you should know.
I stopped you, didn't I?
You disrupted the ritual.
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
Even though I'm nowhere near as powerful as you.
Your plan is to tell me how powerful you aren't?
Back in
Yep.
the Lords of Fortune, I was hired to accompany this noble who was hunting for an old relic. The noble betrayed us and left us to die in an ancient ruin collapsing around us.
But you escaped with your team and then tracked down and prevented the noble from selling the relic to the Venatori.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
then you know that powerful opposition doesn't frighten me. I find a way to get the job done, whatever it takes.
I
Renegade!
suppose I was not so different when I started.
Renegade!
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanurus, the elven gods as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
Why blight the world?
I don't understand. Elgernon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
Can we stop them? How do we stop them? Can we stop them? This reminds me of the Citadel DLC where I will destroy you and I will totally destroy you or something. Like, you either threaten the clone to be utterly obliterated, or you do the same thing but with extreme prejudice.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Elgernon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
So, panicked response, confident response, and edgy response.
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My
He's a
Lyrian
lizard man,
dagger is
is
one
he?
of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not going to bend a knee to blighted, murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think any other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Elgernon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elgernon and Gillenane.
Let's choose this, I guess.
You want me to pick fights with tyrants and bullies? Sounds fun.
I gave no orders. All I offer are suggestions.
I'm on it. What else?
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet.
Partial.
But we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Okay. So he's kind of elusive man-like character. Rival enemy, but fellow traveler now. Well, literally the quest is called Enemy of My Enemy, right? Your appearance is final, and wardrobe now works. Let me see. What do I have? I don't see anything new. It's all the same that we already had. Same for armor. Uh... Enter decoration mode. Change the core. Change the core. Change the core. Uh-huh. We can just move them around. I don't see a point. It's probably when we are get more icons. Exit decoration. Okay. Everything is sensible so far. Spell hold, or whatever it was called. In Inquisition, you had the base, right? Which you developed. And in the second game, you had your normal home. And the second Dragon Age, you would have companions having their own lives around the city of Kirkwall. That was really cool. I love that. What I didn't like was that you reused a lot of areas. You rarely would be you would rarely be in in a new place. You would be reusing the same places. You know, one city is all it takes. Most of the game is there. Okay.